Yo, what's up, people? What's up? This is Tireo, and I'm back, y'all, with another video. And this is another truthful message, but it's a different type of message. Okay? Because y'all already know in my videos, I talk about all kind of different stuff, so you never know what I'm going to talk about with me. You never know what I'm going to bring up. You never know what I'm going to talk about, And that's the beauty of speaking truth, because you just never know with me. You just never know what I'm going to bring up. But in this message right here, in this video, I want to give props to the best male group of all time. I got to give props to where props is due. Y'all already know how I get down, okay? I'm not a hater. I'm not a jealous-hearted person. I speak the truth. And I got to give props to the best male group of all time, which is the Jackson 5, off top. Period. Off top, y'all. Off top. The Jackson 5 is the best. Hear me clearly. The Jackson 5 is the best group of all time. You can't name another group that's better than the Jackson 5. You can try, but no group was better than a Jackson 5. It don't matter how many groups you see today. It don't matter. The Jackson 5 is the best group of all time. That's the truth, y'all. I'm keeping it real with you folks, man. That's the truth. These brothers right here are awesome. They made real music. They made real music. You see that crap y'all listening to today? It ain't even real music, man. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. All this silly stuff y'all listening to today, this stuff ain't real music today. These brothers right here, the Jackson 5, they made real music. Seriously. When them dudes done songs, that's exactly what they done. They done classic songs. They songs got your mind off of everything. The best group of all time. That's right. It's the truth. It's the truth, y'all. And I gotta speak truth on this, because we live in a time now, man, to whereas people refuse to just give people their props and their credit. But these dudes right here, man, done amazing music. Songs that touched so many people. Songs that changed lives. And what I love about these Jackson 5 brothers, man, what I love about the Jackson family, what I love about these dudes is that they loyal. You know what I'm saying? They loyal. They not only the best group of all time, but they loyal. You know what I'm saying? They families stick together. You can't break up that family. That's what I'm talking about. They loyal, man. You can't break up the Jackson family. You see what I'm saying? Today, when y'all look at these groups, just keep it real, man. These groups, they unloyal, they cutthroat. It's just too much, man, with these groups today. But the Jackson 5, you can learn a lot from their family. Their family had loyalty. Something none of you folk got today. Their family had loyalty, and they still loyal to each other. Every time Michael Jackson had a problem in Hollywood, who showed up to support him? His family, his brothers, and his sister Janet. Every time Mike had a problem, who showed up to support him at them courthouses? His family, the Jackson 5, the family, the brothers, the mama, the daddy, Janet, and the brothers. The whole family supported Mike. Loyalty, man. These dudes are the best group of all time. I don't care what nobody say, man, because it's just the truth. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. You got other groups out there that was good. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you got the Temptations. The Temptations was good. You got New Edition. New Edition was good. You got NSYNC. You got Boys to Men. You had Jodeci. You had all kind of groups out there. You got the little kid group, B2K with Omarion and all of them. You got all kind of groups out there. You got NSYNC. You got the Blackstreet Boys and all of that stuff. And then you had the other group called Blackstreet. Yeah, it's a lot of groups that came and went, of course. And it was good. But they got nothing on the Jackson 5. People, the Jackson 5 been doing this stuff before all of us was even born. Okay, y'all, let's keep it all the way real. These dudes been singing songs since the 50s. Since what, the 1940s and the 1950s. These dudes been doing this stuff way before we was even born. Now you tell me, that's amazing. And this is the crazy part about it. Their music is still hot to this day. You still hear the Jackson 5 songs all in TV commercials, all in movies, all on the radio. You still hear that stuff. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you something. Hollywood, no. Let me tell y'all something. Hollywood can do all this silly stuff that they're doing right now with all these devil-worshipping Illuminati artists. But let me tell you something. Hollywood know who the real artists were. The Jackson 5. This is why they can't just walk away from their music. Let me tell you something about the Jackson 5 music. You can't deny it. You can't just walk away from it. You can't. It's classical music. And to this day, that stuff is still selling. People still buy their albums. I listen to them. I got their records. Seriously. Me personally, I love Michael Jackson. I love the Jackson 5. I listen to real music. I don't listen to that stuff y'all listen to today. You gotta understand, that's why you folks are so gone. Just look at the silly stuff you folks be listening to. You folks be listening to Rihanna. I don't listen to that. I listen to real music, man. You know what I'm saying? Off top. That's the truth, man. Real music. That stuff today that y'all be following and listening to, it ain't nothing but a joke. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time even buying these new records that come out today with these crazy psychopathic artists. It's a waste of time. Me personally, I still listen to the Jackson 5. Got a lot of the albums, and I still listen to Michael because it's real music, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the best group of all time. They 10 times better than Jodeci. They 10 times better than Boys to Men. They 10 times better than New Edition. They 10 times better than the Temptations. They better than every group you can ever think of. And I gotta give props to where props is due. The Jackson 5 was the best group of all time, and there will never be another group like them. Never. Never. It will never be another group like them. And then Michael Jackson comes from the group. And Michael Jackson is the best singer and dancer of all time. It don't matter how many dudes come out, they will never be better than Michael. Never. Justin Timberlake can sing all the songs he wants. He will never be better than Michael. Chris Brown and the rest of them, they will never be better than Michael. We witnessed the coldest singer and dancer walk this earth. It was Michael Jackson. We already witnessed the best group walk this earth. It was the Jackson 5. You can't name another group that's better than them. You can't. You can't name another group that's better than them. And you got to understand something as well, is that you got to look at how long these dudes been doing this. You see, they didn't just come out with one hit or two hits. These dudes was dropping hits back to back since the 50s. Since the 50s, man. Since the 50s. That's crazy. Don't you know how hard it is to keep going and going and going and going? You got to have a drive in you to last that long, man. You got to, come on, man. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. These artists today be coming out with one little song and they be finished. Michael Jackson and his brothers was doing this stuff since the 50s, man. Back to back hits over and over and over and over. Nothing but hits. And then when Michael went solo, he had solo hits over, and he had Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller, and Off the Wall. This dude, Mike, man, just, come on, man. Come on, man. Amazing. And I'm doing this video, man, because I just like to give props to where props is due, man, because I'm a brother, you know. I speak truth on all kind of things, man. And, you know, when I look at the world today and I look at how people are, man, you know, people don't give people credit for real talent. People just don't give people credit for damn near anything no more, because the world is full of haters. And you got to understand something about digital media and about the internet. You got more haters on the internet than anything, man. You got more haters on the computer than anything. And me, I will never be like that. I love giving people props for what they doing. You know, if a person's the best, they just the best. You can't change that. You know, you got to understand something, man. You can't take away what people build. If Michael Jackson is the best, he's the best, and you got to just leave it at that. If him and his brothers were the best group of all time, they was the best group of all time. You can't change that. And see, today, man, we live in a time where people just hate. They just angry. You know, they angry, man. Like, I mean, folk online, y'all know folk online ain't nothing but a bunch of haters, and they just full of anger and hate. But man, I don't got time for that, man. Me, I'm a person, I'm down for truth, man. I give props to where props is due. I'm not no hater, man. The Jackson 5 is the best group, period, of all time. Period, man. Ain't no rock and roll group better than them, and ain't no R&B group better than them. These dudes are the best. And they walked this earth and they held it down for years. And I'm gonna tell you something else I love about these dudes, man. I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Their parents raised them right. Like, for real, man. Like, they discipline children. You know what I'm saying? They're not out of control psychopaths that you see in Hollywood today. The Jackson 5, they got respect. You know, they decent kids, man. You know, their parents raised them right, and their daddy whooped their butt. He disciplined them well. You know, and he did. He disciplined them well. And the Bible even say train up a child in a way that it should go. And that's why they so loyal to each other like that. And that's why they stick together. You know, seriously. But when you look at these stars today, man, they're out of control, man. These celebrities are out of control. Seriously. You look at these stars today, man, they in and out of prison. They on drugs. They have, come on, man. They gone. These celebrities today are gone. But when you look at the Jackson 5, man, these brothers had discipline and respect. Seriously, man. Seriously. And I just got to say this, man. People hate on Michael Jackson because he is the most famous and popular celebrity of all time. It's Michael Jackson. People are jealous of Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson was the most successful entertainer of all time. He was the most popular entertainer of all time, and he's the best. But you got to understand something. The Bible even say, if you are humbled, God will exalt you. Michael Jackson humble. Michael Jackson is a humble person. He's humble. Like, for real, man. You don't see Michael Jackson. Here it is. I got to say this. You never saw Michael Jackson doing the stuff that Justin Bieber doing today. You never saw Michael Jackson doing what Chris Brown doing today. You never saw Michael Jackson scrapping in clubs. You never saw Michael doing all that stuff. Michael was humble. He was humble, and he helped a lot of people, and he had a heart. And God already said he will exalt the humble. That's in the Bible. That's why Mike was so famous, because he was the most humble. Come on, y'all. You know your word, right? You know your word, right? You know your Bible, right? God said when you are humble, God will exalt you. Okay? Of course, God don't mind making Michael Jackson the most popular celebrity and most famous and most richest one of all time. Michael Jackson was humble. Mike wasn't bothering nobody. He was humble, man. That's just the truth. Even in the Bible, Moses was humble. And look what God done for Moses. That's just realistic facts, y'all. That's just realistic facts, man. And they daddy, he whooped their butts and he raised them right, man. And people just can't take that away from the Jackson 5, man. Because people today are so evil to where they just don't want to give people credit for their hard work, man. But for one of you Jackson brothers who are listening to this video, man, you know, man, I give you guys props. You guys are the best group of all time. Okay, no one can hold a candle. No other group can hold a candle to what y'all have accomplished and done. You guys made real music, not all that foolishness that we see today. You know, you guys made real, genuine music. You guys made real music that people can feel in their souls, not all of that devil worshiping nonsense that we see today. You know, I give these guys props, man. The Jackson 5, man, you brothers are the bomb. You know, seriously, the best group of all time, point blank, period. You guys are better than Boys II Men. You're better than Jodeci. You're better than all these other groups that we saw come and go. Jackson 5 is the best. These dudes been doing this stuff before we all was born. Okay? Seriously, they have. And I'm going to tell you another thing that I love about this group. They come from nothing. Their story is so inspiring. It just touches me because they come from nothing. They come from poverty. They come from nothing. They was poor. You know what I'm saying? They daddy was working, busting his butt, trying to make it, you know, for real. And I love their story because they come from nothing. They come from nothing, man. It's one of them rags to riches stories, and I love it because they come from nothing. They come from nothing to something, and I can relate to that because I come from nothing. And I love stories like that, man. Inspiring stories, man. So with all that being said, y'all, this Tireo, and I just gotta be out, man. And I just wanted to just do this video, man, just to speak truth on this stuff since no one else will. But the Jackson 5 are the best group of all time. There is no other group that's better than them. No matter how much a person may try to argue that down, they can't, because you gotta look at how long these guys been doing this. They've been doing this stuff since the 50s. These guys can dance, sing. I mean, they made hits after hits after hits after hits after hits after hits after hits. And what I love about these guys, man, they did it. And here it is. I gotta say this. What I love about these guys, they did it without selling their souls to the devil. I love that. I love that. I'm gonna repeat that for y'all. I'm gonna repeat it. What I love about these guys, they did it without selling their souls to the devil. And that right there should show you folks, man, you can make it without selling your soul to the devil. You can. That's why you folks shouldn't follow these new artists today, because they're all following Satan. But the Jackson 5, they made it without selling their soul to the devil. And I love that about them brothers. I respect that about them, man. They're not into all that Satanism you see in Hollywood and all this Illuminati foolishness and all this cult crap, man, and this cult music that's out today. These brothers right here, the Jackson 5, they made it without selling their souls to the devil. I respect that. That's real, man. I feel that. So with all that being said, y'all, this Tireo, y'all, and I'm about to be out, man. Peace.